It is one of the most intimidating environments in all of sport. And with a war drum beating, the crowd has begun its battle cry here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. On the visitors' sideline, Patriot head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys have played well in their 2 playoff wins, but they've got a tall task here on Championship Sunday. On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His guys ready to feed off this Arrowhead crowd as they try to get back to the Super Bowl for the 4th consecutive season. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make everything in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. They run once more with Henderson. And he's got some space here. And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
May looking to run. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's an early scramble can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Once again, it's Henderson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll run here with Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
On play action, May. On the RPO, he'll keep, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Drake May, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, that player was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There on the stop was Leo Chanel. 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's May. His throw incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That is caught, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Straight ahead, Henderson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
May now off the bootleg. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Play action. May will try and do this himself. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a 1st down.
And a Patriot 1st down.
Now a handoff. Henderson. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the air, May. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll throw with May. Now he'll take this and run. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
1st and goal, New England.
Henderson not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Throwing here is May. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first. Got one out wide and intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he stepped the offense up nicely, but his friendly man, he didn't take that in the later.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they look to cash in. Excellent field position. 4-yard line, first and goal. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Stevenson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, Stevenson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Ramondre Stevenson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. The extra point now for Borregales. And it is now 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing now is Mahomes.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. May looking to run. That was going to throw deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin with the reigning, defending Super Bowl champs, the Eagles, at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Jalen Hurts. And this is a touchdown. The Eagles wind up taking this one by a touchdown. And a look now at how we got to here in the NFC playoffs. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we send you back out for the second half kickoff.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
Pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
On the play. And on Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They'll look to throw. Open man right side is Rice. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And again, it's Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
3 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. As the Patriots
to throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Rice. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Harold Landry showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw.
Touchdown! Kareem Hunt, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
The Chiefs.
Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Chiefs 8.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. New England's offense set to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
May looking to run. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They go play action now. May. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Down to about the 32.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On play action, May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
May looking to run. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Now that's a killer because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a forced. Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
And they go play action with May. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Drake May, 27 yards. And the Patriots are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Borregales now for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. All able to avoid him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
A 10-yard gain.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
18. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. This will be caught at about the 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us? Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Off the play fake. Here's May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Oh, poor throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Before he came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
First down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
At their 48-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Good coverage there by Carlton Davis.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Pats are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
New England trying to get to place on offense. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful. They've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw, it's May. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's May. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here goes throw.
4th down. Here's May. He'll try to do it himself. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
The top prize in the NFL is the Lombardi Trophy, but some individual hardware is pretty nice to end a season with, too. Today, one of their players has a reason to celebrate.